Bad schools, what's that? Chorus one more time, everybody sing, here we go. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, alright. Legal robbery. Yeah. Thank y'all very much. Thank you so much for listening, y'all. Legal robbery justice. Look up the band. You can find it on Bandcamp. Just look up Issa B Legion on Bandcamp. You can find those two tracks, Justice, Legal Robbery.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Beyonce, that was good. Give him another round of applause. And this band behind me. All right. Next person coming to the stage. David Caruther is a writer and international speaker. He is the author of the book titled Kill Your Giants and Unlock Your Greatness. He has developed an 8-week curriculum and personal development program based on the concepts discussed in the book. He is a television producer and the host of the Empowerment Zone. David is a columnist for Rima magazine and has been featured on WBZ and several other radio stations, including Touch 106.1 FM and Hot 97 in the Boston area. Without further ado, David Caruther.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord. How y'all doing? It's Carruthers. You're messing up my name. It's wonderful to be here. This is my first time here. I've been trying to get here, want to get here. That's a hard act to follow, because I ain't got no music. I just got a poem, but it is what it is. Okay. Pastor Liz Walker, awesome to see you. So in tribute to Martin Luther King, phenomenal man, and I'm thinking of the speech that he did, I Have a Dream. And the awesome thing about that, he saw freedom before there was freedom. And because he saw that, we are free today. And this poem says, silence these voices. And basically what it's about the voices of our past, the voices that are going on in our head. This kind of like this constant war, you know, good, bad, and you know, the things that I should do, I don't do, and the things that I need to do, I don't do, and there's this constant battle. And the only one that can silence the voices is God. You can't silence them out through drugs, you can't silence them out through sex, you can't silence them out through drugs. There are some things that only God can solve. And so this poem is called Silence These Voices. It's from the book Kill Your Giants. There are voices that I hear as loud as thunder and pouring rain. They are familiar to me because I hear them, but to everyone else I seem strange. Many of them come to me and successfully outlast my day. They are voices of my past and they are here to haunt me. I wonder, can you make them go away? Because even when I don't want to talk, they come and talk to me. And many times when I tell them to leave, they never leave. Oh, forget that deep stuff. I apologize. Let's talk about something else instead. Let me wow you with my talents, show you what I can do. Anything to silence these voices in my head. Let me show you what I can do because, ooh, I just forgot my line. I'm gonna start again. There are voices that I hear as loud as thunder and pouring rain. They are familiar to me because I hear them, but to everyone else I seem strange. Many of them come to me and successfully outlast my day. They are voices of my past and they are here to haunt me. I wonder, can you make them go away? Because many... I'm sorry, you know what? Let me follow my instinct. This music is beautiful, but I've never done this poem to music. So that's throwing me off. But I appreciate it. Okay. Silence these voices. There are voices that I hear as loud as thunder and pouring rain. They are familiar to me because I hear them, but to everyone else I seem strange. Many of them come to me and successfully outlast my day. They are voices of my past and they are here to haunt me. I wonder, can you make them go away? Because even when I don't want to talk, they come and talk to me. And many times when I tell them to go, many times they don't want to leave. Oh, forget that deep stuff. I apologize. Let's talk about something else instead. Let me show you what I can do. Wow you with my talents. Anything to silence these voices in my head. I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on, but unfortunately that's all I have. I don't know why I'm feeling this. Has never happened to me before.
Mr. David Carruthers. I got that right that time. Thank you. Next to the stage, Eva Eccles has been an actor for more than 2 decades. She will be presenting poetry written by her late mother, Miss Willie Hardison Hicks, who was born in 1934 and departed this life in 2008. Ms. Hicks was a working mother who was born in the hills of eastern Kentucky. She graduated junior college in Tennessee, got married while in the Air Force in Texas, and lived in 10 different states while a military wife. Her 3 children were born in Texas, Ohio, and Japan. Ms. Hicks later moved to Boston, where she returned to college after 20 years, where she pursued her interest in writing. She became the first poet at Roxbury Community College in Roxbury, Massachusetts in 1979. Without further ado, her daughter, Issa
From a black woman to whom it may concern. A black man approached me on the street one day and stood there, boldly blocking my way, ragged, dirty, stinking of wine, and boldly demanded, "Lady, give me a dime." I tried to go around him to avoid a confrontation, but he continued to accost me and incite the situation. "Oh, baby," he said, "you got a dime," and added some profanity and persisted in harassing me, which was the final indignity. Now, I'm usually polite to strangers, very seldom rude, but I was incensed by this man's attitude, embarrassed and hurt by his boldness, his pride, and so I shouted at him, "No!" and would not stand aside until I told him boldly, right to his face, that he was a disgrace to humanity and a shame to his race. I indignantly berated that man, emotionally castrating him as only a woman can. His boldness seemed to crumble right before my eyes. His strength seemed to disintegrate. It was only a disguise. As I started to leave, I heard him repeat it. But he sounded so weak, so thoroughly defeated, tearfully, pitifully begging this time, "Oh, lady, lady, why won't you give me a dime? In disgust, I ran away. I had to get away from the sound of that cringing voice. But, I felt guilty somehow, as though I was to blame for his deterioration, for his obvious shame. I thought about him constantly and couldn't understand my lack of compassion for a pitiful drunken man. And finally, I had to come to terms with the anguish that I felt because a man had made his choices but left me with a feeling of guilt. But I was humiliated by his choice. But much more than that, a heartfelt distress persisted just because the man was black. My pride in being a black woman was crushed by his right to drink himself into forgetfulness, to have no respect for his life. He embodied manhood's confusion. He projected an unwelcome tone. By rejecting the role I expected of a brother, a husband, a son. When a man who bears within himself the seeds of humanity rejects the role God created for him, what does that leave me to be? Confused and disillusioned, the image haunts my mind of black men, hearts expecting me to provide the dimes. Even though some years have passed, I can't forget that man and how I turned away from his outstretched hand. But being a woman, I didn't know what to do. Because you see, Mr. Black Man, I was depending on you.
That was a little deep, even. I enjoyed that one. Thank you. I'm going to let you guys know that there is a cafe over to your right in the corner over there. They're selling some jambalaya, some sangria, virgin of course, some water, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, anything like that if you like it. Please see them over there. Next to the stage is Dimitri Frederic. Dimitri has been writing for 17 years. During his high school years, he was inspired by William Shakespeare. Even though the language was a bit difficult to grasp in the beginning, he was able to develop a particular appreciation for chivalry and romance. He loves writing poetry that addresses the matters of the heart. His new book, Pages from My Heart, is a collection of poems that explore the themes of love, life, and spirituality. Mr. Dimitri Frederic.
Good evening, everybody. So, I've been writing poetry for 17 years, so I'm very proud to actually finish the book and publish it. It took so long because I'm an entrepreneur. I do so many things, and I know I had to get this poem out. The poem I'm going to read to you tonight is called Who Am I? And it's a poem that I actually wrote in college, and it was actually the impact I had after going to the Milliman March. And it was just so powerful that I wanted to talk and express what I saw in college, actually, which is a lot of people is losing their identity. You know, sometimes we go in school, get education, but sometimes we lost something in the process. And so I was compelled to write this poem called Who Am I? Who am I? When I was just an egg in my mother's womb. Who am I when I was born into slavery? Am I just 3/4 of a person? Who am I seconds before I was born? Who am I before I was named? Who am I? I am Dimitri Frederic. I am unique. Who am I? I am an intellectual man. Who am I? I am an educator. Who am I? I am the greatest. Who am I? I am the forgotten. Who am I? I am the unknown. Who am I? I am the pride and tears of joy from my mother's eyes. Who am I? I am spiritual. Who am I? I am a leader. Who am I? I am a human being. Who am I? I am great and beautiful. Who am I? I am the oppressed. Who am I? I am the hope. Who am I? I am the future. Who am I? I am a child of God. Who am I? I am the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream. Who am I? I am destined for greatness. Who am I? I am the chosen one. Who am I? I am the peacemaker. Who am I? I am the abolitionist. Who am I? I am a scientist, an astronomer, and a computer scientist. Who am I? I am the star that shines bright in the sky. Who am I? I am compassionate. Who am I? I am talented. Who am I? I am God on the cross. Who am I? I am a Catholic. Who am I? I am a messenger from God. Who am I? I am the loneliness in your eyes. Who am I? I am a poet. Who am I? I am freedom. Who am I? I am an honorable man. Who am I? I am justice. Who am I? I am a dreamer. Who am I? I am a thinker of the 21st century. Who am I? I am a Renaissance man. Who am I? I am a knight in shining armor. Who am I? I am a man stuck between two worlds. Who am I? I am the heartbroken. Who am I? I am the shattered dreams of a drive-by shooting. Who am I? I am history. Who am I? I am the 1 million men of the Million Men March. Who am I? I am the dream of the Million Men March. Who am I? I am the brother and big sister. Who am I? I am. Who am I? I am a biracial child. Who am I? I am the past, present, and the future. Who am I? I am. Therefore, I am educated. Who are you? Last but not least, I am a black man, a descendant of Haitian and African slaves. So before you look at my skin color, look at my credentials and love me for who I am. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Next person to the stage, Robbie Thomas. Robbie is a community advocate, entrepreneur, teacher, poet, and writer. He has been a featured poet of many Boston's artists and cultural festivals, focusing on the unique experiences of the African diaspora. He shared the stage with poetic luminaries such as Boston's first poet, Laureate Sam Cornish, Everett Hoagland, poet Laureate of New Bedford, and poet Askia Toure, one of the founders of the Black Artist Movement. Robbie is a columnist and contributing editor for Rima magazine, has authored 2 books of poetry, Introspective Voices and Afro-Caribbean Sun. He is an adjunct instructor at Urban College of Boston, president of Beanwood Productions, and the executive director of the Boston Area Church League. Help me in welcoming Mr. Robbie Thomas.
Thank you for that generous introduction. I think I need something to do, actually. Such great talent in the room. Give them a round of applause. Just want to say, my friend David, when I first met David, he had been a pioneer. David probably don't want to tell you this, but he's been a pioneer in the hip-hop, the Christian hip-hop. He was one of the first people I knew was doing Christian hip-hop rap back in early 80s. And so he's a pioneer. I know he's writing and so forth and so on, but he really, you don't get a good sense of who he is, but that's one of the pioneers, one of the people that I remember doing innovative and sort of out of the box kind of Christian ministry. So let's give him a round of applause. I'm going to do a couple poems. The first is called Remember. It's really a dedication to the makers of Black history. You know, we're celebrating the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, and one of the people that I have had the opportunity to really study a little bit and find that he had such a unique character. It's one of the things that when I saw him, you know, the Turn the Other Cheek and the nonviolent social change movement, Dr. King was phenomenal, and he was broader than just a preacher and someone who advocated nonviolence. He had an economic platform. He had all kinds of unique things about him, but Dr. King was certainly a very important person in African American history. In the Rainbow magazine, this month's edition, I did an article. I sat with someone who actually met Dr. King, went to the same high school as Dr. King, was a historian, and sort of really shared some of his reflections of Dr. King in meeting not only Dr. King, but his family, his father, his sister. Dr. King's family was going through a lot of tragic circumstances. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but his brother died without, with some, foul play, but there wasn't any person that was responsible or claimed responsibility for. But his brother died with mysterious conditions surrounding his death. His mother was shot while she was playing the organ in a church. So there's a lot of pieces to Dr. King's life or surrounding his life that a lot of people don't know much about. But when you get a chance, take a look at the article. It might shed some new light on you. This piece is called Remember. When justice was partial to Langston's hue, and the world made Billie Holiday blue, when men dreamed like kings and marched the extra mile, when we knew Baldwin was coming with the fire next time, when Malcolm went to Mecca, changed his mind, Cassius became Ali, and Liston passed his prime. When Up You Mighty Race made Garvey Messiah, and Up From Slavery shared Booker T's ire. When the voice of Frederick Douglass spoke in reaching of the souls of Du Bois' black folk. When Godfather James told us say it loud, Stokely jabbed his fist and said it proud. When Rose's feet couldn't take no more, a true sojourner if we ever saw. When Nikki said clearly these were not poetic times, and yes, it was revolution, we read between the lines. When James Weldon Johnson bellowed, lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven rings, to help Maya free her caged bird and Thurgood to sit on the bench, to help Medgood's soul rest in peace, and help our Jessies to run, keeping hope and our hopes alive. Remember when we raised collective voices, Robeson, Ella, and Satchmo, Duke Ellington, and Miles, that gave hip-hop a voice ever still on the rise, that gave Cosby Clare, and they gave the world a Huxtable. To help Oprah be another Madame C.J. Walker, and Michelle Obama to be a happily married black woman in a White House that was built of slaves, by slaves, but not for slaves. To help a son who had dreams from his father to be the most powerful vision of hope in America, if not the world. Remember? Thank you. The second piece is called Still Not Free. Still not free. In the cradle of liberty, I'm still not free. In the heart of a democracy, I'm still not free. In the land of the free and home of the brave, I'm still not free. In the streets of my community, as we wage our wars and trumpet our cause, we're still not free. We live like prisoners, hardly carefree. Surging violence plagues our land. Living like fugitives, not as the Almighty demands, we're still not free. We're reaching for weapons rather than extended hands, we're still not free. Rigorous in our ways, much like religion of ancient days, we are still not free. Devoted in our speeches, but not in our living, we're still not free. We're held captive by our thoughts and fearful of our dreams, we're still not free. Deafening silences with terror-filled screams, we're still not free. At those busy intersections on cold city nights, thugs chasing cheddar and parties till light, but we're still not free. See, before it's all over, excesses grow to extreme. Another ghetto story, another blaring siren, but we're still not free. We watch in fear, often horrified. Another brother down, ebbing life slowly flows, returning to the ground. We're still not free. Too often I hear cries of mothers, brothers, and others lifting their voices in anger, disappointment, disarray. Too often those cries go unheard, unheeded, unheralded. Little left to say except that we're still not free. But I'm not weary in my mission of well-doing, neither blurred in my vision, for I see and envisage an awakening, an epiphany, a pivotal moment, a collective psyche that captures the spirit of community, the realm of divinity, the spheres of reality. I see freedom, a liberated people, a community whose young men will no longer be a magnet for weaponry and bars of incarceration. We can be free. I envision young men who will no longer find viability in reasons for self-destruction, self-hatred, and self-annihilation. We will be free. Because our young brothers and sisters will find peace and fulfillment in true love, maturation, education, and salvation. For we can be free. Right here, right now, beyond Abe Lincoln and Lady Liberty, we can be free. Beyond the Constitution and the Kennedys, we can be free. Beyond King Dream of equality, we can be free. And beyond Brother Malcolm and by any means necessary, we can be free. Beyond Justice Marshall and the High Court Supreme, we can be free. Beyond James Brown and Jay-Z, we can be free. Beyond Obama, hope, and new social policy, we can be free. Beyond wars, bailouts, and sagging economies, we can be free. Right here where we stand, brothers and sisters, right here in this community, there's only one solution and one remedy. We can, we must, and we shall be free.
Thank you, Robbie. That was excellent.
Oh, the book, it's back there.
I can't see too much from up here with these lights, but I see that some of you guys still have your coats on. So if you wouldn't mind, please take them off, enjoy yourself, sit back, relax. We're going to be here for a little while. And for those of you way in the back, we have some empty seats up here. Feel free to come up further. And next person to the stage tonight, Donnell Singleton, Brother D, the people's poet, aka the street minister, is a graduate of Clark Atlanta University, graduate student at Gordon Conwell Seminary School. He has performed all over the country, to include but not limited to Washington, D.C., California, Atlanta, Baltimore, Virginia, Texas, and of course his hometown, Boston. Look out for his upcoming album and book released this summer, Voices of My Soul. Without further ado, Mr. Donnell Singleton.
Praise God. Good evening, everyone. Praise be to the Most High. If not now, when? Will every black man please stand up? I said excuses we have no time for, hard times the given. Failure needed to see success, freedom, justice, and equality, the mission. Is anyone listening? If not now, when? Will every black man please stand up? I said excuses we have no time for, hard times the given. Failure needed to see success, freedom, justice, and equality, the mission. Black man, you better listen. I mean, observe an atmosphere that we assist in making. When our rightful position we hesitate in taking. Our women turning to themselves for love making, or jumping to the other side, void of hesitation. But damn, what's to be expected when a sister has to cook and bring home the bacon? Or wear shades and extra foundation to cover a beating she's taking? She's feeling forsaken, raising a young soldier on her own because the black man is vacant. If not now, when? Will every black man please stand up? I said excuses we have no time for, hard times the given. Failure needed to see success, freedom, justice, and equality, the mission. Is anyone
man listening? I mean, so what, you're stuck down on your luck and your bills are beyond past due. So what, you give up and hit the block for what? So you can come up on your own, people strung out dependencies. You're not just surviving, black man, you're praying to the blade. You're a J. Edgar Hoover, COINTELPRO, still chasing the false cheese. As a matter of fact, what's the price of redemption for all your G's? If not now, when? Well, every black man, please stand up. I said excuses we have no time for, hard times the giving. Failure needed to see success, freedom, justice, and equality the mission. Is there a black man listening? Hey, what up, Tom? Better yet, I'ma call you turncoat. You see, you one of these brothers that don't date sisters, and you for real, no joke. I mean, nigga, you really need your neck broke. But on another note, you see, bro, you just weak for real. You see, in my system, might as well be a king because the black woman always been stronger than steel. You say, but brother D, I don't dig sisters because they always want something. Translation. You see, you want to play in the hen's house, but you don't want to do and or bring home nothing. Then you continue on and say, brother D, I don't dig sisters because, you know, they just don't please me in bed. Dig that, cat daddy. Translation. You see, you're too engrossed in your own self-gratification than to do what it takes to release a sister into total stimulation. When she will reciprocate tenfold, void of hesitation. But if you want Sodom and Gomorrah, stick to another persuasion. If not now, when? Well, every black man, please stand up. I said excuses we have no time for, hard times the giving. Failure needed to see success, freedom, justice, and equality the mission. Is there a black man listening? You know, I get it. You see, the brother's still seated. Perhaps you thought this was a rhetorical question. Or perhaps indeed you thought this here was a rhetorical request. Or perhaps as black men we can only stand to beat our chests. When our shoes are stepped on, mean mugged in the club, bumped into on the block, you know the rest. But dig this, I'm looking for the black man, not the court jest. You see, society has gotten it somewhat confused. Instead of showcasing the black man, they've been showcasing the baggy pants, Timbos, and gun-toting fools. You see, because struggle is something that a real black man is used to. Something that we must overcome. Like those before us who shed their blood. So if not now, when? Will every black man please stand up? Praise God.
Will every black man please stand up? Give it up for the people's poet. Now we're going to have a moment of mission. Will Reverend Liz please come to the stage? Woo!
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is amazing. This is
Amen.
wonderful.
Amen.
Give yourselves a big hand. I am here to officially welcome you to Roxbury Presbyterian Church, the Social Impact Center. But I wanted to tell you for just a couple of seconds that you are participating in a dream coming true in here. This is a dream unfolding right before you. Two of our brothers from the church had this dream to have this spoken word and this theater and this art and this music and this in the Gilchrist Hall, and it's coming into fruition, and it's just so gratifying to me, and I just give God all the glory. Because I don't know, there may be a lot of other churches that have this going on, but I don't think so in the basement, do they? Speak up, let me know. I went to an amazing play at Bethel AME Church, my other home church, this week, and saw this wonderful theatrical production on domestic violence, and I was thinking, you know, God is doing something new up in here. Amen. And then to come back here to Roxbury Presbyterian and to hear all of these wonderful artists talk this talk, and you know, music and word has always been protest. That's how we've grown. That's how we've changed things. It starts with what we say. Hip-hop started as protest. Certainly civil rights movement started on music. And so when you hear these young people in this basement talking about black men stand up, that's protest. And that's gonna change us, you see. Because if we don't change us, ain't nobody gonna change us. So this is very important because it's a dream unfolding. Not just a dream to have this event here, but a dream for our people. And I'm so humbled that it's happening in this basement. Know that the Social Impact Center is all about dreams as well. We work with justice in this community. This church has been here for 125 years. It has always worked for this community. When the community changed, the church kept working for the community. Education is one of our big goals, because when you had a young person like Tylon, who was here and doing I Have a Dream, that child is educated. We need to get all our children like Tylon so they can stand before anybody and speak about dreams. So that's the work that's going on here at Roxbury Presbyterian Church in the Social Impact Center. We welcome you here. And we believe that this is what doing church is about. That the God we serve does all kinds of church in all kinds of ways to reach all kinds of people. And so we welcome you. We want you to come back. We're going to hopefully do this all the time. And yes, we do have church on Sunday mornings. And y'all can come there too. As a matter of fact, tomorrow morning we're having our friends and family day, and we're inviting everybody we know to come worship with us. But this is a dream unfolding. And you are part of that dream. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Liz. Next to the stage, Mr. Samuel Jones. Samuel is a native of Fairfax, Virginia. He first found his love of music at age 6 when he began playing drums. Through the encouragement and support of his family, he expanded his musical abilities to voice, piano, and writing. He moved to Washington, D.C., where he attended Duke Ellington School of the Arts. He was accepted to Berklee College of Music, and in August 2011, received a full tuition scholarship from the Berkeley City Music Program to attend Berkeley. Since his acceptance to Berkeley, he has been performing around Boston. Samuel debuted in Boston at the Berkeley Performance Center in the summer, Singers Showcase as a soloist. He is currently a student at Berkeley studying music composition and is passionately pursuing his career as a singer, musician, and writer. Please help me in welcoming Samuel Jones.
Hello everyone. Well, I want to sing a song from an artist that I really love and respect. He was very influential in African American change in music, the late great Donny Hathaway. So I'll be singing Someday We'll All Be Free. Hang on to the world as it spins around. Oh, just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast. But if you hold on tight, then you will last. Keep your self-respect, your very pride. Oh, just get yourself Just lay your dreams right up to the sky. Oh, just sing your favorite song. And you keep going, going on. Hey, take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Oh, just take it from me, someday we'll all be free.
Please give it up again for Mr. Samuel Jones. All right, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute intermission, okay? You guys feel free to go visit the cafe over on the side, get yourself something to eat, something to drink, mingle with each other, and we'll be right back. Thank you. When he grows up, he wants to be a professor. So please help me in welcoming him to the stage.
So, Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. I am his dream. Being the only African American boy in my entire 5th grade class. I try to excel because I want to show that black boys and girls should not only be given the same opportunities as white boys and girls, but we are capable of being great. I am love. I am peace. I am patience. I am kindness. I am goodness. I am self-control. I am Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
All right. I'm a little biased here because that's my son. So please give it up for Ace. That was amazing. Next to the stage, lost my paper. I was a little excited. I lost where I was at. Okay, here we go. Wyatt Jackson. Wyatt is an Emmy Award-winning choreographer who performed throughout New England with his own hip-hop crew and worked with the acclaimed Boston Youth Theater for 7 seasons. He was casted in the European tour, Body and Soul, where he worked with Tony Award winners George Faison, Mercedes Ellington, and Andre Heller. He landed a recording contract with Warner Brothers Records. Under the corporate direction of actor Michael Douglas, the hip-hop R&B duo Here and Now blended theatrical storytelling and hip-hop production. The chart-climbing release generated 2 hit songs, Are You Ready and Tasting Love Again. The latter landing him, the soundtrack to the Paramount motion picture release, Losing Isaiah. He has composed music for choreographer Dwight Rudin with respect to the Alvin Ailey Dance Theater international tour under the direction of Judith Jameson. He credits his belief in God and the mentors in his life for his success. Wyatt's professional bio can be referred on, I'm sorry, I'm totally lost on here. Okay, sorry about that. Wyatt's professional bio can be referenced on his Wikipedia page. Without further ado, Mr. Wyatt Jackson.
All right, so here's the deal, right?
one of the producers of this event said, Wyatt, can you give us a bio? And I forgot to give it to him. I would have never put all that stuff in there. I would have never told you all of that. I would have just said, hey, I'm here to do a little thing. So thank you, Brother Robbie, for putting those pieces in there. It means a lot, man. Thank you. All right. What I'm going to do is a dance that is about my faith. And I'm trying to find the chord that I had, Issa, that connected my sound to this. And what it is called You Are My Strength, My Strength. And we are in a church basement, as Reverend Liz said. Thank you, bro. And we are in a season of can-do. Right now, church is not just here in Boston, but also in Atlanta and in New York City, are doing more theatrical pieces because more folks who are serious about theater, music, and dance are showing up to church and realizing without God they can't do it. All right. They can't do it. You can't do the music industry, you can't do the entertainment industry without having a focus. The focus really does have to be knowing what the Holy Spirit's doing in your life and choosing to audition when you need to. Not doing it when you think you need to get the job, but doing it when the Holy Spirit says, go to the audition. I celebrate this tonight for one person in this audience who's married to a dear friend of mine, a sister by the name of Kima Bibbins, whose testimony in the last 2-3 days has shown me that when you stay focused on prayer and what the Lord can do, anything is possible. So this song is called Strength, and it's by her favorite and his favorite artist, Molly Music. So let's enjoy this. And I will now do what my mentor says, shut up and dance. Pardon me. This way? All right. I'll get it right. We figure out we know how to do this. Thanks. All right, here we go. Let's make it happen. Pull the faders down. Yep, that's good.
Situation where I had to get up on myself and simply trust after this I'm gonna find out you are the source.
Amen.
Hello? Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Okay, that was amazing, Wyatt. Thank you. Thanks for that for Wyatt. Oh, I know I'm going to enjoy this one. Okay, the next person coming to the stage, Mr. Curtis Norman Warren Jr. Was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Curtis began his music career at the tender age of 12. Besides his studies on tenor saxophone, he has mastered the soprano saxophone and performed for church services, school programs, cultural festivals, statewide solo lead competitions, and concert halls like the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. His high school opportunities encouraged him to pursue and earn a Bachelor's of Arts degree in professional music with a concentration in music education and performance at Berklee College of Music, where he also now serves as a professor. Curtis's musical tastes include gospel, rhythm, and blues, and funk. Without further ado, Mr. Curtis Norman Warren Jr.
How's everybody? It's hot. It's hot. I'm going to be performing a couple of pieces. There Goes My Baby, dedicated to my wife. To my wife. To my wife in the back here. To my wife in the back. All right. Well, I just want to just publicly thank her. You know, we've been married now for 6 years. And, oh yeah, 6 wonderful years. Wonderful, wonderful years. We have 2 children, and you know, being a musician, you know, is hard, but being a musician's wife is harder. Because while I'm playing and performing and, you know, just trying to acquire the dream, try to, you know, just moving forward, she has to deal with the children and make sure, you know, that they're taken care of. And I just want to publicly thank her, you know, and just tell her I appreciate her publicly, you know. All the married folks out here, please thank your spouse. Amen. Thank your spouse. Because, yeah, I mean, they're there, obviously, you know, or these days and ages, you know, they don't have to be there, but you choose to be there all the time. And she chooses to be with me, and so I thank her for that. So there goes my baby. Usher got this one right. So then the other one is So Beautiful About Music. All right, so I'll just play.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. It leads me to the next thing. I wrote this song named Thank You. All right. Now, thank you is my dedication to the Most High. Simply. All right. Just thanking Him for, you know, my family, and thanking Him for even for the struggles. And I wrote a song about it, and it's simply called Thank You. All right. Like I said, thank you for family. You know, you always want to just thank God for every single thing that you have, even for your struggles, because you're alive to even have them. You know, right? You know, but that's what, like I said, the song that I wrote called Thank You, and I just think about all the things that, you know, just even 15 years ago before I came here, living in Baltimore and dealing with, you know, issues of economic hardship, aka living in the hood, and all the issues that come with that, you know, and you know, to, you know, come here and, you know, go on a journey to Berkeley, and, you know, I talked to Sam, and, you know, we, you know, and Issa, you know, we all have gone through some things, and I'm sure everybody in this room go through things, and like I said, I just thank God for it. So that's what the song is about. It's called Thank You. And by the way, I will thank you for buying my compilation called Romance Sax for the small price of $5 and 2 for $8. So if you get one, that'd be for yourself, but if you get 2, you can pass it on to somebody. You can pass it on to somebody. That's a message right there. All right? All right? But thank you. Thank you. I thank you all for coming, and thank you for giving me a listen. Thank you. Thank you. And again, my CDs are in the back. $5. 2 for $8. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all give it up again for Mr. Curtis. Now, I'm a little biased. I am a huge fan of Curtis, so I do encourage you guys to go back there and get his CD. Amen. Take more than 2, take 4, however many. Just go on and get it. It's amazing. Okay, next to the stage, not a stranger at all, the vocals of Mr. Samuel Jones. Please give it up.
All right, hello again, everybody. Hi. I'm gonna sing a song. It might be familiar to some. We've sang it a few times here, a couple times here. It's a song co-written by me and Issa Bibbins. It's called "Not Ready for Us." It's just a song about a love experience I had a while back. So, hope you enjoy the song. The moment I saw you, it felt so good. It was like love was the fragrance, and I love your fragrance. Even our silence was understood. You composed our language. It's amazing. You're exactly what I was dreaming of. Oh, you're the one that I've been waiting for. But you're here way before I expected, and I'm not ready for a commitment. Oh no, maybe we can explore what it means for two to endure. This feels so true and pure. I'm just not ready for us. Maybe when we're more secure, maybe when we're more mature, maybe we'll know for sure. I'm just not ready for us. First of all, don't get it confused, 'cause these feelings that I have are real for you. See, my dreams are right in front of me, and I don't want to lose this opportunity to fulfill my destiny. With God's help, I can grow to be the kind of man who can love you unconditionally. Baby, what we have feels so right, but I know that now is not the time, and I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready, no. Baby, we can't explore what it means for two to endure. This feels so true and pure. I'm just not ready for us. Maybe when we're more secure, maybe when we're more mature, maybe we'll know for sure. I'm just not ready for us. Maybe there'll be a shooting star falling from heaven to remind us of the fire in our hearts. And even if we're far apart, maybe he'll guide us to a place where we can build a bridge to love. Or maybe we can explore what it means for two to endure. This feels so true and pure. I'm just not ready for us. Maybe when we're more secure, maybe when we're more mature, maybe we'll know for sure. I'm just not ready for us. Maybe we can explore what it means for two to endure. This feels so true and pure. I'm just not ready for us. Maybe when we're more secure, maybe when we're more mature, maybe we'll know for sure. I'm just not ready for us. See, I'm just not ready for us. You
Thank you very much. Glory.
Thank you, Sam. That was wonderful. LaQuandra Seymour is a Massachusetts and Rhode Island native, singer and songwriter who currently attends Suffolk University. LaQuandra released her first EP in 2010 called Whatever It Takes. She describes her first EP as a look into her journey as a young woman trying to figure this thing out called life. The inspiration for her music comes from her own experiences. Her songs are her diary of her musical journey. Her songs also shows her versatility as well as her vocal range. This youthful songstress has been singing since age of 11. Her voice has been compared to artists such as Jennifer Hudson, Beyonce, and Patti LaBelle. LaQuandra's vocal skills are well known from talent showcases, special guest performances, and community events all around the New England region. Please help me in welcoming LaQuandra Seymour.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
The first song, and I hope you all enjoy, is called Here for Your Love.
Tell you what I see, a beautiful man made just for me. And you know just how I like it, you know just how I feel, you know just what to say, and you always keep it real, and I love that. Yeah, baby said I love that. Yeah, one by one my heart skips a beat, yeah.
This next song is from an artist that I'm very inspired by. Her anniversary was actually, well, of her death was actually the other day, Miss Whitney Houston. And this song is I'll Always Love You, very popular. So bear with me, please. Thank you. If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. Bittersweet memories, that is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need.
tried that song in the mirror. It never turned out like that. That was, you know, usually you sing, nobody can sing a Whitney Houston song, but you tore that up. You're bad. Okay, all right, let me go to the next. Okay, welcoming back to the stage. We enjoyed him very much the first time. The people's poet.
Mic check. Got that good horn. Yeah. Brother said they'd come back up here with me, so appreciate my brother. Praise be to the Most High. There was a sister in there, Marsha Wise. I don't know if she's still here. There she go. When I was a youngster, I just got to take a moment. I hope y'all can forgive me.
Okay, come on with
But when I was a youngster, I was taken from my mom for about 5 to 12, so about 7 years. And every foster home I went to was horrible. Beaches, starving, all types of stuff. And I used to run away all the time. They'd tell me I was never going to see my mom because I kept running away. I said, well, y'all keep beating me. Me and my brother don't run. But anyway, her sister, Sheila Wise, God rest her soul, because she's no longer here with us, was such a loving woman. And the family was so loving. And she instilled some things in me as a youngster that, you know, I held on to all my life. So, thank you, thank you, thank your family. Black woman, I just love you so much. You know, I thank the Most High for creating you. You know, when he did it, he probably broke a few molds or two. I mean, really the essence of your beauty can never be described. From the beginning of time, you are the essence that kept hope alive. You carried us on your back all the way up north. You know, sometimes I cry because in 2013 they seem to have forgotten your worth. You take care of my seed. And there were times that I feel ashamed because for you I should have bleed. You know, when I think about it, I should have never let those dogs and those hoses be turned on you. Black woman, I could never thank you for the things that you have gone through. You see, I love this black woman. She is the mother of all life. You know, a nation can rise no higher than where the woman goes. So stop putting my sisters in these whack old videos. I mean, stop selling my queens cheap and making them get in the video and drop it like it's hot. You see, my sisters are stronger than the ark. Understand that I will cross miles for you. Walk over broken glass if that will do. As a matter of fact, let me carry the children for a moment or two. You deserve a break for a few. Black woman, I love you. Now check it, right? You see, I won't complain if every day you decide to tell me I'm doing something wrong. Perhaps I'm not working hard enough. Or perhaps you're feeling as though we're not going to get through the storm. So sister, keep on. Because you are the essence and the thing that makes me great. It is not behind every great man there is a woman, but surely beside me. Because you and I can climb the highest mountain until you and all of our people can get free. Sister, without you, there is no me. And if you could just forgive me for not saying enough. You know, it's you, black woman, that I'm telling you that I love. And let there be no mistake, you are the gift from above. Take me out home. It's that black woman. Gotta love that woman. From Queen Azinga, who fought for decades to stop her people from being slaves, to Harriet, who would cut your throat if you decided to turn and run away, to Anna Bontemps and countless others, to all these single black mothers, for the sister who goes every day and deals in corporate America and does not receive just pay. Black woman, I love you. May God bless you every day. Amen.
black woman.
Bring it on down. Yeah.
Nothing like it. Praise be to the Most High.
That was so dope. Did you guys enjoy that one? Yeah. All right, next, coming to the stage again, Mr. Robbie Thomas. You guys give it up for Mr. Robbie Thomas.
Make life hard for a black man. This next poem is very fitting because I am going to talk about the black man. And I think it's a great point to kind of leave this environment with. This piece is called Black Man with Love to Give. And it's, of course, dedicated to black men. I'm a black man with love to give, so don't give up on me. Recognize me. See, I survived beatings, burnings, and lynchings. I survived the piercing eyes of those who reviled me. Those who sold me on blocks that bore the names of Jackson, Wilson, and Johnson. See, I watched as my woman and family disintegrated, made objects of pleasure and profit, silencing my prophetic voice, squelching it with whips and might that made right, through laws which declared me a man less than human, less than they who drew conclusions about my manhood, my sacred humanity, my identity. See, I'm a black man with love to give. I felt the weight of my peace upon my shoulders, draped across my back like the scars from beatings, my attempts to birth my own freedom. But to burden some troubles of my existence as a social aberration, a social pariah, in a land that despised me and my dark complexion, which pales in comparison to grievances bound and shackled in my heart, released through my fingertips from sorrows of fathers emasculated, mothers ravaged and manipulated, children disturbed and distributed, cast aside and dispersed like seedlings to new soil, only to find pain, anguish, and toil. See, I'm a black man with love to give, but my shame envelops me. My despondency depletes me and deepens as I watch the vestiges of an institution perpetuated by institutionalization, playing out in media images in federal penitentiaries as injustices and laws bent on punishing victims rather than criminals of this great democracy. In this land of opportunity, a land flowing with milk and honey and jobs for black men, of course, unless they got a quarry. It is so easy for kids to stay on track, except for the violence in our schools and our communities, black on black. See, I'm a black man with love to give, acutely aware of my history, my challenges, and my future. See, my eyes are not just weeping, they are focused. Not only focused, but wide open. They see the continual destruction of a civilization, sons and would-be fathers caught in the thickets of violent rage, self-hatred, lack of guidance and a father's love. Young women caught up in superficial expectations, manifesting their own self-worth, their own capacity to reproduce and provide sustenance to a newborn child. I'm a black man with much love to give. I'm often misunderstood because I live in the hood, or because others think I lack emotional intelligence or resources to be uptown sophisticated, Ivy League matriculated. See, I make my home in the urban ghettos of America, and I may not have a college degree, I may not drive a $50,000 car, and I don't necessarily make decisions in the prestigious boardrooms of corporate America. And because of this, I tend to get pulled over in my $3,000 car. Promotions on the job, Often looked over, then overlooked, but who's looking? Other times, I succumb to think that it just might be over, but I'm a black man with plenty of love to give, and so I keep the details and the demons at bay. I make an honest and modest living, hand it over to the landlord and the bankers when I get paid. I try to uplift my community, handle my responsibility and take time to pray, and then wait for an answer before I go astray. See, I'm a black man with love to give, and I love the black woman. Through all our difficult days and trifling ways, her heart has kept me centered when life seemed a haze. I may not build her mansion, but I built her self-esteem. I put her on the pedestal like Sheba's queen. Take her on the grandest journey she done ever seen, to Europe, to Asia, and to the motherland. Cause I'm a black man with love to give, and I'm gonna keep giving it strong every day that I live. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Issa, Bibbins, I want to thank everybody. This is the end of our show, y'all. Did y'all have a great time? All right. Issa Bibbins, come on up here. Let's give this band a great hand. All our poets a great hand. All our singers a great hand. And our dancer a great hand. And give yourselves a great hand for being here this evening. We want to make sure that we stay in touch with you. There's an email sheet that we want you to sign up. If you think that this was worth the time, let me get some applause. If you think this was worth the time, we want to stay in touch with you and also say thank you via email. So if you can sign the sheet, share your email with us, and you know, we can stay in touch with you and let you know when the next maybe it won't be called Legacy of a Dream, it may be called something else, but we'll be back here again in about another couple of weeks, right?
That's right. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. It's a lot of wealth in this room, and I'm not talking about cars and clothes, but just intellectual wealth, and it's good. Black people, y'all look good out there tonight. So thank you for coming out. Hope to see you again soon. I want to bring Sharice back out. Where's Sharice? Hasn't she been an excellent host, everybody? Also, I want to say special thanks to Carl for videotaping tonight. Special thanks also to all the poets, all the singers. Special thanks to, I'm gonna mess this up. Oh So Fine, was it So Oh Fine? Did I mess it up, brother? So Fine, my fault. So Fine Entertainment, who donated the sound system for tonight's event. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. And if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. But, oh yes, to all the jambalaya and the rice and beans, and the sangrias and the waters and the coffees. Everything was wonderful in the kitchen, Sharice. That was our youth ministry. Who's making that happen. I also want to thank my wife, who's here. Thank you for putting up with me. And that's about it, y'all. Thank you. God bless. Good night.
I was saying bring the camera up here.